GM, and welcome back to another video with the Bitblond, the craziest blonde in a world about crypto. Before we get into any content, I would love to do my quick disclaimer. None of this content is a financial advice. You must do your own market research. With that in place, guys, today I just want to go straight away into the Bitcoin price because actually we have both sides to analyze. Okay, the price is holding and nothing is happening, but in the same time, if we don't hold at these levels, things will look a little bit bearish for the short period. Okay, let me share my screen with you and let me know if you can hear me, and I hope you guys are doing good. Share my screen. Let's go straight into the BTC price. The current price of Bitcoin remains pretty much the same from our previous video. So if you are in this long, nothing is happening since the last dip, which is something cool. In the same time, you know, sometimes you got to be very passionate. And let me just draw here the support and resistance so you can understand sort of. Let me pull up the support and resistance. Well, we can actually use a range for this one, which is easier. So a range is sort of support and resistance as well, just drawing in a different way. So we're currently playing out from this previous dip, and I personally believe that we need to hold at these levels towards the 120 125k, and that would be an interesting zone. However, if we do get rejected once more here, we could revisit the area of 100k or dip a bit lower, which is our previous support. Okay, as I always say, we always walk inside support and resistance, and that happen very often. And yeah, sometimes we got to be very passionate. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes trades do take 3 weeks, 2 weeks to play out. In the same time, that consolidating can look very bearish, for others can look a very great signal. As long as we're still holding, I'm not doing anything, to be fair. We just have to wait. But something else is happening, and I want to share with you the latest article according to Cointelegraph. So yeah, let me go all the way up and make it a bit smaller. Okay, so the latest article at Cointelegraph mentioned that the US government taps Chainlink Faith to publish economic data on chain. The US government announced on Tuesday that it's publishing economic data on chain to boost transparency for government spending. This is something very interesting and bullish. Do you understand that they want to track transparency for the government spending? So it's something that would definitely help the entire country if they start tracking where the money is going, which might not be a very interesting idea, and lots of people in politics will be freaking out, definitely, for sure, because in blockchain you cannot lie. Everybody can see whatever is going on, and we need to have safe data when it comes to that. So yeah, the US government has tapped Chainlink and Faith to blockchain Oracle provides to publish economic data on chain. Chainlink has selected to provide data feeds from the Bureau of Economic Analysis, BEA, and will publish additional data feeds in response to consumer demand at the behest of the US government. A Chainlink spokesperson told Cointelegraph these feeds include real gross domestic product, GDP, personal consumption expenditures, PCE, price index in other words, and real final sales to private domestic purchases. The company said Faith was also selected by the Department of Commerce to be a publisher of gross gross domestic product GDP data, the total economic output in a year, according to the announcement on Thursday. The Fifth Network page itself made a post on X mentioning the U.S. Department of Commerce has selected Fifth Network to verify and distribute economic data on chain. Today's announcement by Howard Lutnick and Real Donald Trump marks a landmark step for the adoption and decentralization and validates Faith's role as a trusted data source. So it's an incredible and a massive news for the crypto blockchain digital asset space to have Faith Network tracking all the US spending. That is going to change and shake out the entire world and economy. As I mentioned before, blockchain is all about transparency. And you can go ahead and have a look at the Fifth Network itself, price action, but long-term overall, not financial advice. But as the US government is choosing this network specifically, it could be a very interesting one to long in the long-term token, okay? As the utility is backing to track the government spending in the United States. Publishing government data on chain is part of the Trump administration plan to make the government spending more transparent in bid to move accountability and make as the US world capital of crypto. At least they're trying to. Bridging government economic data on chain will provide positive benefits to spot crypto markets. A Chainlink spokesperson said these include automated trading strategies that execute based on changing government data, real-time prediction markets for macroeconomic development, and risk management strategy for decentralized finance, DeFi protocols, stablecoin tokenized government bonds, perpetual futures contracts, and real-world tokenized assets are WAs, and other digital financial instruments reliant on a macroeconomic inputs also stand to benefit from on-chain government economic data. Proposal to bring public spending data or other macroeconomic figures on-chain are currently forming in the Philippines, to the United Kingdom, and El Salvador. Wow, so UK is finally involved in something interesting. Traders eye potential gains for the crypto market. The price of things is currently at 0.18 cents still, surged by nearly 70% on the news, and Link, which is Chainlink, it's currently at 24.82. And by the way, Chainlink is also an incredible blockchain. You should definitely do your own due diligence, but have a look in their project itself. You can find on CoinMarketCap the entire team, everything. It's very, very legit and it's very interesting to have a look at. But yeah, posted modest gains of over 3% before filing back about 25. Link has rallied by about 61% since the start of August, going from a low of about 15.43 per token on the current price level. So we had an interesting movement around Chainlink token as well. And here is the screenshot sourced by TradingView. However, it's very interesting to see the Philippine law market to propose putting government budget on blockchain. Philippine Senator Ban Aquino plans to file a bill to put the country national budget on a blockchain for greater transparency and accountability. That is interesting for real to see countries using blockchain. Overall, Philippine Senator Ban Aquino announced his intention to propose a bill that would lead to the country nation budget being saved on the blockchain. According to a Facebook post by local news publication Business World, Aquino plans to file the bill in the next couple of weeks. The measure would integrate the government budget and transactions into a blockchain platform for better transparency. In a dedicated Facebook post, Aquino recounted that he talked about how technology can strengthen accountability in governance. During the Manila Tech Summit 2025, he also said that he spoke about blockchain technology specifically, mentioned, I also talked about innovation like blockchain-based budgets to make every peso transparent and accountable. By using blockchain for our budget, we can ensure that people know where every peso goes. So we have Philippines willing to use blockchain as well, which makes me one more time a bit more bullish than bearish today. Having every peso tracked in a blockchain, it's definitely a plus for the government, and that's the main point of Bitcoin. The main point of blockchain itself is to bring transparency to the people and ownership. Anyways, the Philippines growing blockchain adoption. This is not to the first such initiative in the Philippines. At the end of July, the Philippine government launched a blockchain-based document validation system on Poly. Despite the network suffering a partial outage on the same day, the developments follow the local non-profit Blockchain Council on the Philippines, which partner with the Department of Information and Communication Technology to lead local blockchain adoption through a staged partnership in 2023. Interview with Cointelegraph held that summer, BCP founder Donald Liam claimed that the Philippines was likely to adopt blockchain and mentioned, we feel very strong that we can be the blockchain capital of Asia, and he even bet that Philippines will be the capital of blockchain in Asia. Blockchain adoption by governments keeps growing every day. Government adoption of blockchain primarily aimed to ensure transparency by providing always available and immutable records. It's gaining traction. Early this month, U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick said the Department of Commerce will begin publish economic statistics, including gross domestic product data on chain. The initiative follows past U.S. states initiatives such as New Jersey County tokenizing $240 billion worth of poverty deeds, or a New York Assembly member proposing to evaluate how blockchain could help protect voter records and election results. A similar initiative that New York was also seen in India, and where the administration of a town digitalized all land records dating back to 1950s and stored them on the Avalanche blockchain. Another recent example is Vietnam launched a national blockchain platform designed to verify digital transactions and records across various sectors last month. So we had a massive step towards massive adoption today, and we actually seen it. Let me just stop this screen. We actually seen it. We've been watching governments making steps towards adoption, and with Donald Trump in place, of course, Dubai is very advanced when it comes to cryptocurrency and blockchain. That's why I'm actually here too. But just to have this entire topic going on is very much beneficial for the cryptocurrency industry, or digital assets, if we should call. Sometimes I feel like changing everything just for digital assets, because that's how we are classified. And it's nice to see also Philippines, Vietnam, and other countries looking forward to have blockchain baking their data. This is very important and will grow massively. I just need some water. And yes, guys, I believe this entire article is very important because it's so bullish for, most things that is happening, people want to see transparency. And even with voting, that would be very, very intriguing. But if the government ever use blockchain to track voting, loads will be very surprised, because even we are in 2025, people don't want to track their votes on a blockchain. You know why? Because they can do whatever they want, and where is corruption, it's everything else. Okay, that's why I like blockchain system, and I will always stand for it, for ownership, and of course transparency. Let me know what you think about the crypto market this week, and however, we're still consolidating and holding, and I hope you're gonna pump. Either way, we see mass adoption, and that's what is very important for our industry. Besides the price, sometimes as a trader, we just need to wait and catch the next opportunity, or just wait on our opportunity to play out. I'll see you guys soon on the next one. Thank you so much. And if you are attending Blockchain Live Forum 2025, links down below. Let's have a crypto coffee, and GN. Thank you.